Hello and welcome to City Skylines. My name is Chris and today we are going to be building a new area. But first, I've got some other things that I want to point out. I did quite a few things since the last episode and I'm going to show them to you now. So I made a little list here. It's a little all over the place, but anyway. So first of all, let's start with this little old school area in the middle of the city. And I assume what happened here is the people just refused to sell the property and the old farmhouse and everything is still there the way it was back in the day, and I still live there. Next thing, the skate park. So I built a little skate park and the people seem to love it. There is a cop car that pulled in just to check what is going on, but doesn't seem too serious. Also, I worked a little bit at the stage at the Rock in the Park area, so I took away the paths, so you can't see the paths anymore, and I made some marks on the grass because there's a lot of people that stand and sit here when concerts are going on, so it needs a bit of a wear. Like you can see where the most people are and cars drive and whatever, there's a lot of wear. I put in the little tower over here so that people actually walk into the middle, so there's paths all over this whole area, but most people seem to be walking this on the left side here. But I am gonna be building in this area still, so then a lot of people are gonna come through there and people will be everywhere eventually. This mall that's here at the moment is not gonna stay here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna move it to a different spot at some point, and I changed a bit of the road layout. Okay, before I show you that side, let me see. Around the secret office area, I updated the wall with a fence, with a prison fence, and I think it looks very cool. I think it looks a lot better. I like the way it looked. Like the wall was kind of like a too definitive sort of barrier. And this, like, you can see through it. It's like it's more a part of town. You can't get in there. I kind of like that idea. So I am going to be replacing this wall completely with the fence. So I haven't done it yet, but I guess by the next one I would have done it. And there's this buildings that you saw the last time, still looking good. I told you about the mall. So this tram stop, I built a completely new tram stop because the other one actually broke or just stopped working, and I kind of messed around with the queues and things, and I got this one to work pretty well, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it quite a lot, but now I've got a bit of a mess going on this side. And the wall, these rocks keep floating every time I load the save game. The rocks are floating. These seem to stay on the ground though. I guess it's where I put them down initially. I might have moved them around. Maybe they were at a higher spot or something. I don't know. These are still fine as well. It's maybe something to do with the wall or something, I don't know. But anyway, I need to fix this. So, yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna fill this in, but this is sort of what this is gonna look like. And then there's gonna be a garden with rocks and little trees all around the back here. And I think this will be a part of like a public park kind of a thing, maybe even with some rides and some, like the giant chessboard, that kind of a thing. I might put some of that in there, and then probably just commercial buildings in this area. And then this area is gonna be where there's a few trucks and things parked, so the people that is doing the concerts in the park, has a place to park and leave their gear and everything. So I guess there'll be some containers and things, but that's probably something that I'm going to be building off camera. Okay, so I changed the road layout a little bit, as you can see, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the island in the middle, but I think I might keep this for even doing. I was thinking of maybe doing an old town, like brick buildings with like an old church, maybe some walls around it. I also thought I can make it like a wild reserve kind of a thing, so there's like wild animals walking around, that kind of, I don't know. And then maybe just carry on with the city on this side of the island, so just have this island thing in the middle that is something completely different. But I haven't decided on anything yet. But that is not where my focus is gonna be today. Today I am gonna be focusing on this area at the back here. So as you can see, I've already started planning out a bit. So this took me quite a while to get right. The stairs with the little path going up with the stairs. So basically it's just stairs, a prop, and then I put a little path going up, and then just aligning the heights to get it right. I quite like the fact that it's across from the tram stop. It doesn't line up 100%, but that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that too much. So this tram stop is going to be quite busy because there's going to be a lot of stuff at the top there. Look, if you zoom out, the stairs just become flat and it looks kind of weird. But if you go closer, it sorts itself out. Okay, so the buildings I've been looking at. I got a few from the workshop, and these are quite cool. I quite like them. There's this mall that I want to use. It's quite a nice looking building. Some residential buildings. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with them. And then I downloaded this stuff as well. So this is a bunch of separate pieces that you can use to kind of build something. So I might use that. And I've also got these, which I quite like, but I don't know. So, another thing that I just want to point out, a lot of people told me that if I lowered the tram tracks, it will look much more realistic, because this tram track was quite high. And I must say it looks a lot better now that I've lowered it. It looks much more realistic. I don't know if I really ever showed this much in the previous episodes, but I put a photo out on Reddit, and yeah. Anyway, let's get to building. So what I was thinking is, in here I just want to put like a fountain or a statue of someone or something like that. So or a market, put out little market stalls, that kind of thing. But I've decided for the moment I'm just gonna leave this area empty, and I'm gonna leave this area empty as well, because I think this, I might just leave this empty anyway. Just put like a fountain in there or something, and just the sides to fill them up with buildings, and then this area at the back here as well. So there's a little circle here, and then this will be probably just big residential buildings and all around this way, and then maybe some shops in here and in here. So that is the plan. Alright, so I'm gonna go into a time lapse, and then I will see you in a bit. Cheers. Hello and welcome back. So let's have a look at what I did. What is going on here? First of all, let me just fix this node. Okay. So, I didn't do much, but I did put down some of these residential buildings with these little gardens and parking lots. And then on the inside, I put these, it's just sort of pavement looking decals. Just to sort of bring it out a bit, you know, so it looks like it stands out a bit from the pavement. Same on this side, just some of these buildings. I want to put something like a shop, like a big shop building over here. So I'm gonna look at what I have in a moment. But pretty much yes. And then I've got a little fountain up here with these two nice looking rock formation things. And then I'm gonna build, I think, a little market in this space, and I still need to build a market in this spot as well. So I've actually got two markets that I need to build. Excuse me. So I've actually got two markets that I need to build, and I can maybe make a whole episode just building markets. And I think that's a good idea. I think I should do that. But I quite like this. I quite like the way this is looking. And I like the way that the people sort of walk around in this area. There's some weird stuff happening. Like you can see their grandpa is walking in the air, and sometimes cars just float to the parking at the top there from this road. I'm not sure what's going on there, but anyway, that is the way it is. And I quite like the way this road goes underneath the tram line. So I'm gonna build a nice looking bridge thing over here to kind of give it a bit, you know, make it look more realistic, make it look more appealing. And then I need to fix this whole area, and I'm not actually using these houses, but all of them are being visited by people at the moment. So anyway, this is pretty much it. I think it looks quite nice. There is a bison cruising next to the street. Oh, look how ugly this is. I'm definitely gonna fill that up. Don't you worry about it. Let us fill it up right now. That looks kind of crazy on its own there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna leave it for now. I still need to fill in this whole area with little houses and things, and then I think I'm gonna put some shops or some whatever, I don't really know, things all along the back. Put a little shopping area in here, and then I don't know. I quite like this little hill. I think I'm gonna keep this hill and build on the back of this. I'm gonna build some touristy kind of attraction spots. This loop is just here so that the tram doesn't have to go all the way somewhere else to turn around. But anyway, I think that is it for this episode. I will. In the next one, the market. Okay, I'm gonna build the markets on camera, so maybe that's the next episode. Maybe the markets, maybe this whole area, maybe this. What do you call it? A carnival, a circus, a city park thing there. And then the island, if anyone has any suggestions about what I can do with the island. So I was thinking either like maybe an old town with some, you know, stone houses and walls and a church, like oldish looking stuff, or just a wildlife park. I don't really want to do a zoo because I don't really like animals being in cages, so I don't want to do a zoo. If there's any suggestions from anyone about what I can do in that area, please let me know. At the moment I haven't decided yet. I'm leaning towards like maybe like a bit of an old town, going into like a forest, like a heavy forest area where people can hike a little bit and camp and that sort of a thing, but I haven't decided yet. So if there's any suggestions, let me know, and I might ignore them, I might take your suggestions, I don't know. So let's see. Alright, so see you in the next one. Cheers.